Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Faye Wet, and let's queer up entertainment. An Oscars 2025 recap including Wizard of Oz, The Wiz, and Wicked. The 2025 Oscars generally was the least LGBTQ or politically embracing in recent memory. But the night's big moment came as the show opened. A stellar tribute to home, a meaningful tribute to Los Angeles. It was a poignant moment after so many in the entertainment industry were affected by last month's wildfires. Ariana Grande did a moving performance of Over the Rainbow from The Wizard of Oz. Then Cynthia Erivo walked on stage to sing Home from The Wiz. Then Grande rejoined Erivo to sing Unlimited and Defying Gravity with Erivo. The magnificent moment had the longest standing ovation of the night. There were many other highlights of the night, including out actress Queen Latifah singing Ease on Down the Road from The Wiz. Paul Tazwell became the first Black person to win an Oscar for costume design for his work on Wicked, and that was so deserving. There were other surprising wins, including the $10 million independent film Anora, winning Best Picture and 4 other awards. And as always, the fashion was notable, especially Ariana's opening from Oz in a ruby dress and ruby slippers. And if you look closely, she had a red high heel on the back of the dress between her shoulders. Everybody looked magnificent yesterday. Oh my goodness. Everybody looked so beautiful. Oprah Winfrey on stage with Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi's leather kind of dress thing that she was doing. Yep. She was cinched. I didn't even know Whoopi had a waist.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, Zoe Saldana is one of my, loves. I adore her. She's from Passaic, New Jersey, just like I am. She is, of Dominican descent. And it was just wonderful to hear her acceptance speech saying that, she is, the first of immigrant parents, to be born here and to achieve such a goal of attaining an Oscar for her performance in Emilia Paris. And if you haven't seen it, you got to see Emilia Paris. I loved Emilia Paris as a movie, and I loved that it got a couple accolades yesterday. I did not like that nobody even mentioned the trans community when they accepted an Oscar that was about a movie that portrayed a transition of someone, so that was I was a little taken aback by that. And like I said in the story, it wasn't as gay as I expected it to be. You know what I mean? But I mean, again, a bunch of queers and musical lovers in one room, it was still queer.
Fantastic.
You boys, did you see it?
The opening, of course, is queer. They didn't have to say it. When it was Wicked and Cynthia Erivo out there with her nails and Ariana Grande, I loved the opening. So they sounded just like they did in the movie, which shows what great musical artists they were to just sound as great as they did. And they looked amazing. I loved that vibe between the two of them. And then I thought, man, we're going to have to do this another year because Wicked 2, has to come out. Like, they're really milking this for all it's worth.
Yeah.
But they looked great. I didn't see Anora. I will now because it won so many Oscars. I was really hoping that Demi Moore would have gotten her first Oscar.
Me too.
But you know what? That just means that she's going to be in another great film, that some director is going to see her potential, and maybe she'll get it for another movie. The Substance was crazy. Did you all see The Substance?
I'm still affected by The Substance.
It was wild.
And I loved when Conan O'Brien came out of Demi Moore's body yesterday in the Oscars.
I missed that part. I only saw the opening.
God. It was like her on the floor, after injecting herself, and then him coming out of her body. You gotta go back and see that.
And then with Anora, though, I forget her name, that won Best Actress.
It's like Mickey or Mikey or something like that.
Yeah, and then she did say that she stands with the sex worker community too.
Yes, that's it.
So, that was kind of interesting. I was like, I didn't think you would say something like that in this community, but
and of course the fashion was amazing. As they walked in some of those gowns, I was like, oh my gosh. But that was fun. But I really have to say Queen Latifah, because she's back from my time era. But the idea of what she put into this, and that was, one, she was honoring Quincy Jones. And reading about it, she was extremely involved with the production aspect, the costumes, the dancers, ultimate rehearsals, over and over, beat a dead horse type of rehearsals, because she wanted it to be perfect for this icon. And I just thought that was brilliant, that she was so invested into that.
I missed it.
You got to rewatch
it. I know, I have to watch it. I love her.
Yeah.
And the girls look beautiful, but the guys look hot too.
Oh my God.
Never show the men's outfits.
Listen, can we talk about Coleman Domingo?
Yes.
I love that queer black man, okay? He is gorgeous. He represents all of us in such a way. You know, like men don't get all the options that the girls do, okay? But you've got to seek it. You've got to make more of a point to make it like Von Biggs looking like Liberace. You know what I mean? You're right? You've got to seek it out. And Coleman does that. He was wearing this red blood fire outfit with some things on the side, some little saddle things or something, like with the rings. Like, he's just gorgeous. Right. Like, it really makes me question my sexuality.
Call me.
Missed him too.
Well, the Oscars 2025, you can still watch it. I think they're replaying it today on Hulu, so make sure that you go and watch it. That is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our